Hello everyone, I am doing a tutorial on how to do this floral layering project. I will leave a link in the description on where to get this free file. It is free for personal use only. I found it on Pinterest, but I will leave the link for everybody. When you open it up, it should look pretty similar to this. I moved the pieces around a little bit. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the grid on the design page on your Silhouette Studio software is the exact same as your cutting mat. So we're going to move the pieces around to coordinate with the squares on the mat. So everybody's mats will be similar to this when we are done. It's all the different colors that I'm going to use. And what I have done, I have one that I'm going to show you. I'm going to be cutting out the square for this leaf right here. You can see that I have it placed in these 4 boxes, so that's 2 by 2, 2 inches by 2 inches. And so you pick what color vinyl you want that to be, and then you cut it out. So here is my 2 inches by 2 inches, kind of a darker green color. So then I'm going to go over to my mat. And then I'm going to find the squares that I have it on my Design Studio. And I have it right under this kind of a lighter green. So I'm going to just kind of stick it there. I'm going to press it down a little bit. And then I got them all my colors picked out and the size of the flowers and the leaves that are in the studio. We're going to put it through the Silhouette machine and then we're going to see what happens. Hope it comes out. Alright, before we put it through the machine, I'm going to go in and change my settings a little bit. I'm going to do the vinyl Silhouette brand kind of settings. I'm going to tweak it a little bit. I'm going to turn my speed all the way down to 1. I'm going to keep the blade at 1 and the thickness at 15. We want it to go super slow to make sure we get all the little pieces cut out nicely. Now we have our pieces all cut out. You can see that some of the tiny pieces got picked up, but that's okay. We were going to weed those out anyway, so it kind of did the job for us. Okay, so my camera battery decided to die, and I didn't realize it. I already have most of the little layering pieces finished, but I managed to take this little pink stem off of this purple flower to kind of show you how to layer little pieces, and we've got, I think, one more little piece to do, and then we are going to take on the big kahuna, make the whole decal. Okay, so we take some to do this little layering. You can always reference the picture that she has on her website where you download the file. I just saved it to my phone. She kind of, it's not really instructions, but it's kind of like a step-by-step, here's what I did first kind of thing. So you can kind of see here that she did the little flowers and the stems, what I'm going to show you how to do here. She did the little white in the center of the flower, which we did here, and we just kind of go off of these pictures. It's pretty easy. It's just like putting a puzzle together. So let's just go ahead and get to it. So you take some transfer tape, you pick up the little pink flower stem. And then you just kind of line it up. It doesn't have to be perfect, and that's totally fine. But if you're a perfectionist, good luck. It's kind of hard to get it perfectly. Like with this one, was a little difficult, but you can kind of see there's a little hint of the lighter pink poking out on this side. But that doesn't bother me. This is going on my car, so no one's going to be looking at it too closely. With my cup that I did, it's not perfect. Again, there's still some pink sticking out, but I mean, this is just for me. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not much of a perfectionist. I am for some things, but not a lot. So we just kind of rub it, and it will probably pick up the whole design, and that's okay. So you can just leave the transfer tape on like that, or just pick it off and stick it somewhere. I'm sticking it on my tripod right now. So then we have the next little piece I think we're going to do, the middle flower, this blue one. I think we're going to put it on the yellow flower. So if I just...
But I want the paper. The big list.
If I just take some transfer tape off of this one, I just need a little bit, not a lot. They're definitely not my good craft scissors. I just moved this past weekend and I have no idea where my good crafting scissors are. Alright, so we just take some transfer tape. We just want to pick up that little blue middle piece. So here we go. Picked it up. Oh, there's some hair. And then we just kind of line it up. Put it in the middle or off-centered. I'm going to do mine a little off-centered. I kind of like that look. And there we go. You can see, I'm going to put the little blue flower center in the middle of the yellow flower. Now your colors will probably be a little bit different than mine, and that's okay. Mine are different from the original picture. I just have it saved to my phone. I will link the vinyl colors that I have. All of my vinyls from the Vinyl Spectrum. I'll link what colors I'm using, so you guys can either get the same colors or use whatever colors that you have on hand. I think that's all for the little layering. So now we're going to get our main piece, and we're just going to follow the pictures. This corner one that she has is really helpful. You can kind of see which one she laid down first. Looks like these leaves, the stems with the leaves, she put down first. So we're gonna go ahead and grab those. They're right here. So let me grab some transfer tape.
Okay, Mom. Let me use flower list.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move these. See, that already has some transfer tape on it. That has some transfer tape on it. I'm gonna move those out of the way. We're just gonna do this. I'm gonna lay my transfer tape down, just stick them all on at the same time. Let's see. Kind of like another puzzle. I don't know about you, but I kind of like puzzles. Let's see. I'm gonna cut that down to size. Start there. Definitely cut that one down. Let me just stick that one right in there. Okay. Let me just... Okay, so here's all of our pieces, and just, wow, these scissors are not very good. I don't remember where I got them. Okay. Okay. Now, bring back our middle piece here. We did not want to put transfer tape on it yet because that's where we're putting all of our little pieces. Okay, so these are the first pieces that we're going to put down so we can trim away these little leaves. Maybe we'll go on a little bit later. Actually, let's cut this down the middle. Okay. So now we're going to reference our picture. I saved it to my phone so it's a lot easier. So I just kind of have it there. And hers are kind of off-centered a little bit. And that's okay. I think I'm gonna do mine a little off-centered. I think it looks kind of cool that way. And I think they're pretty much the same, so it doesn't matter which side you put them on. You can put them on this way or over here. We're just gonna work on this side. So you just kind of line it up. You can see where it kind of goes. You just rub it, rub it, rub it. The transfer tape will probably try and pick up the big white piece, but you can just kind of start from the middle and pull it off that way. See? There's that one. And now, here it is. Now we'll do this one. Make sure you pick up all the little leaves. Looks like that's a little extra leaf right there, so we'll go ahead and just trim that away and save it for later. Missed that one. Okay, so now we go over here. Just kind of eyeball it. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. And that's the thing that I like about homemade products as opposed to store-bought. It's okay if it's imperfect because that just means that you made it or somebody else made it, and that's okay. Okay, so we did those leaves, and then let's do let's see. Let's do these little circle leaf stem things. Where are they? Oh, they're right here. Okay. So we got 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just careful not to cut through your vinyl when you're trimming away the individual pieces. I have done that before. I've had to go and recut things, and it is not fun. Okay. So pull it up. Kind of reference the picture again. That's why I like to have it saved to my phone so I don't have to keep looking back at my computer. Just have it right next to me. Alright. Rub it on. There we go. Okay, here's one. Number 2 goes down here. There we go. Oh, see, you got to be careful. The white wanted to pick up a little bit. Just got to not rush. Rushing causes mistakes. And with a big layering project like this, we don't really want to make mistakes. We don't really want to make mistakes for any project, but especially this one, because there's a lot of little pieces and you just got to be careful. Oops. Forgot to weed a little part. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and do these little flowers right here. The ones the pink and purple ones that we layered earlier. So pick that up. It goes right here, it looks like. And just place it down, rub it. Gotta be careful it doesn't pick up some of the green leaves. I had that happen before. Here's another one that goes up here. The vinyl sticks to itself pretty well. So don't really need to worry about it coming up too much. Okay. I think there's one more. Oh, so you gotta be careful. There we go. Okay. One more. And, down here. Okay. Right there. Okay. Oh, we got one. Oh, almost. Okay, now we're good. Okay, we got the first few layers down. And now we just, let's see, now let's do these big green leaves right here. Let's see, right here. Let me make sure I'm still recording. Yep, we are still good. Okay, here's a small, this looks like a smaller leaf goes at the top here. Right there. There we go. Okay. Okay, and this bigger green leaf looks like it goes down here. Okay. Just gonna line it up. Doesn't have to be perfect. And it looks like this one is a little different almost.
I might be taking that thing white things.
A little different than the white, but that's alright. Not a big deal. Okay. Green leaves are done. So let's do these little cute little circle-y type dandelion almost type flowers.
Oh, I'll take this one.
You gotta be really careful here. They're pretty close together. Don't want to cut them. Okay. There we go. So we just gotta. There we go. Rub, rub, rub. Gotta make sure, with my transfer tape at least, I don't pick up all these little pieces over here. Okay. You can turn it around and do the other one. Oh, see, that one didn't come up all the way, so I just use my finger. Sometimes I use a credit card or the back of my scissors, but most of the time my finger works. Okay, looks like it goes in here. Again, this one looks a little... There we go. Okay. Oh, now we're going to do these leaves that are right up here. Maybe, if I can find where I put them. Here's one. And there's the other. There they are. They're hiding from me. I think they're the same size, so it doesn't matter which side that they go on. I'm just going to stick that down. There we go. And here's the other one. Oops. There we go. Okay, now we have the second kind of layer done. Now we can move over to the next picture. quite a bit more going on here, but you can kind of tell which flowers and which leaves are on top of the next ones. So I'm just gonna do, looks like this is on the bottom left. Let me trim these away. Wow, these scissors are terrible. Okay.
Big piece. I don't want big piece.
Pick up this flower, one that has the little spokes on the inside. Goes in the bottom left here. So you just gotta kind of twist it around and see how you like it. Rub it down.
Here.
There we go. Okay, now let's do this flower that goes in kind of the opposite corner.
Got tape.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Okay. Now let's do this little yellow flower here in the corner. Doesn't really have a specific place to put it, so I just kind of fill in this white space with it. And just press it down. Okay, now we're gonna do this little yellow flower. Oh, looks like I forgot to add a middle piece to it. I'll do that in a second. And just put it down. Forgot to add a little middle center to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this purple one and just drop it right in there. There we go. Looks good enough to me. And now for the big flower that goes in the center to fill up the rest of that white space. Oops. There we go. Okay, you can rotate it however which way you want. Doesn't really matter. It's kind of a personal preference thing. Move it over just a tad. Alright, I like that. Rub it, rub it. Now be careful when you're taking up your transfer tape that you don't pick up any other pieces that you've already laid down. Alright, there we go. We're all done. There it is.